So real quick, I just want to go over this trade that I took last night. It wasn't even a crazy trade from the move itself, but also from how much I lost. This is an L trade. I chose to risk a lot less because I knew coming into it, I didn't have a high amount of confidence. I just kind of came into it just for the sake of getting into it, and I didn't want to experience FOMO. And now I'm really acknowledging that now after the fact or after the trade. But this is the trade right here. So I was in shorts. Excuse me. I was in longs, and you may look at what the market is looking like right now and wonder why the hell are you getting in longs? Well, like I said, I didn't want to experience that feeling of FOMO. So that's pretty much the reason why I went into this, and specifically with a lower risk, because I wanted to experience the positives, or the positive fruits from this trade if it did go my way, rather than not experience it at all. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna risk a small amount. If it goes my way, great. At least I took advantage. At least I experienced it. And if I lose, it doesn't really impact me or my account much at all. So, but in hindsight, I mean, this is. I don't want to go as far as to say horrible, because I did have signs. I mean, going to the 5 and 15 minute, we did have some signs, very minimal signs, not very strong signs, but we did get something. I mean, we got this very minor lower high, if you want to call it, where the lows were being sustained, evened out, price not breaking below. And then we also had this break above that previous minor lower high. Then we had the higher low. Those were really the signs that I saw. That was pretty much all I saw. Not only the fact of that is really where the market was, and this is the dangerous part about predicting rather than reacting to the market. Where on the 4 hour and just overall looking at the structure of this, I'm anticipating buys, and in that essence, that is predicting the market in itself, because I'm overly anticipating. I mean, I'm ready for this bullish run. I know gold is going to make a bullish run sooner or later, and I thought this is the time. I mean, price broke out of here, broke that high, and it's coming back down, seeming like it's going to make a pullback and push, and that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm predicting. And so price comes back into this area that we have previously broken, and that's exactly what I'm waiting for. Waiting for a break, retest, and continue on. But that's the danger again of predicting the markets rather than reacting to it. If we go down here to the hourly, obviously price is in this downtrend. We have sustained highs. We have lower highs not being broken. In fact, we have a low here that is broken. Lows are constantly being broken. There's no reason to get into buys, at least not seriously. But I was operating off of that anticipation, and the dangerous part is that the anticipation got me to the point where I pretty much got over my rules, because my rules say that you have to wait for a significant break, or you have to wait for like a breakup structure. Here, it's not a breakup structure. Honestly, it's not a breakup structure. We don't have a breakup structure. It's not like we had a clean, lower high, clean, and then price came above it and did that. Like, we didn't really get that. Really, I mean, this is just exhaustion. We just have a minor pullback. Price came down here. Accelerated a little bit, came back down. Yeah, we did have the higher low, but it's not clean. It's not clean. And overall, I mean, paying attention to what is going on, where we are, paying attention to those aspects as well. I mean, if we base it off of this recent structure, like prices being bearish, I would at least wait for a high like this one to be broken. for this can be for this to be considered a major break. And the crazy thing was that last night I low key thought that we were gonna get a pretty big move, and I don't know where my head was at. It's just going back to predicting rather than reacting and operating just based off vibes and wanting to catch that move and not wanting to experience FOMO. Because this is last night is Tuesday and I haven't had a trade yet this week. At least it's a positive trade. And last week on Monday, I was up $1,000. So when all that comes into play, it definitely spawns that emotional reaction to things rather than being objective. But you still live and you learn. You trade and you learn as you go. Those are just some of those minor tweaks that I still need to figure out, just work my way around and acknowledge it, but at the same time bypass it by following the model. That's pretty much it. Following the model, paying attention, being reactionary, and don't predict everything. And we see as of here how that can backfire. So this made a beautiful move, and if I had just flowed with the market, flowed with the river, flowed with the flow, I would have been up. Price made a crazy move today, and I didn't catch a single piece of it. Now I tried. I won't even lie. I did. I placed some limits as price was coming down here, and declined. Placed a little limit here. Expect the price to come into it, but I keep forgetting gold does not pull back like that. Like when it is in a move and it's making that move, don't expect it to pull back. But I've been trading forex for so long. That's what I'm anticipating. But nah, when gold makes its move, it makes its move. And that's when I need to exercise that thought process. But I really do. I love the markets, bro. Look at this. This is beauty. This is art. This is art. This is a beauty. I am wet right now. So I love this trading stuff. This is beautiful. I just need to continue refining certain things and making sure everything is aligned in terms of what overall going to the weekly and to these smaller time frames, like what are we looking like, where are we headed to, but keep that in the back of my mind. Don't use that as a means to trade based off that. You want to be paying attention. What the hell is price doing right now? Price is in this bearish sequence, so why am I buying right now? Why am I so tied into buying? And that's the delusion that some traders we do go through. It's just like price is obviously going down, right? Obviously, I don't know how else to explain. Look at it. It is going down, but I'm buying the market, and why? Because I want price to go. I want price to go to the upside. I'm expecting it. I'm predicting it, and I want it. And that prediction gets to the point where it's almost delusional, and that's where that delusional bias comes in. There's a term for it. Can't even think right now, but I'm call it delusional bias right now, where I just get so consumed in my bias where it doesn't even make sense looking back at it, and you have this almost post trade clarity where it's like, what the hell am I doing? Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. The trade that I took last night only lost, was it $25, if that. So yeah, I'm not really tripping. I really am looking forward to the rest of the week. Price right now, like I'm paying attention to everything, right? So I was looking at price coming back into this area. Price has very much been respecting this area of 40. I like to call it 40, 45. I know it's at 40, 46. I'd rather call it 40, 45. Just sounds better, So it's been reacting to this point, even last week reacting to that point as well. So right now we do have a lot of exhaustion. I want to prepare for that. For the first time, prices actually seem like it's breaking structure. We see on the 15th, I'm tripping. So on the 30 minute, looking at it visually, price seems like it's breaking structure. We have exhaustion here. Price broke above that high, but it's still below the moving average. Moving average is still below this major lower high. So I definitely want to be mindful of that. On the 4 hour, I believe we do have some exhaustion going both ways. So a bit of indecision here. Not a means or not a reason to take a trade as of right now. I don't favor taking a trade. Asian session. Say Asian time frame. Asian session. Not my favorable time frame. I mean, whether it's gold, forex pairs, anything. I don't trade Asian. That's not just not my thing. So I'll definitely be monitoring this for the night and in the morning, hoping to catch an opportunity out of this. But it also goes back into like, if I don't take it, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be okay. I won't lose my dignity. I'm not gonna lose my identity, and I can't allow a single trade or a missed trade or anything revolving trading to tie into my identity as an individual. You know, I was thinking about this today. It's like you have to keep trading and your personal life separate in terms of, you know, how you operate. You can't allow trading to pour into your personal life, and you can't allow your personal life to pour into your trading life in terms of like those emotional feelings, the emotional feelings that you endure during trading or even during life. You can't allow that to pour into each other. Now, in terms of the principles, fundamentals, like characteristics that you build in life or that you build within trading, of course, that is a beneficial thing that can go hand in hand in terms of discipline, in terms of confidence, in terms of reflection, like even certain things like that, consistency, like those principles or those characteristics. Yes, that is a positive thing to have or possess within trading as well as life. But you know, you want to be mindful of how you operate and be mindful of where you are in that current moment. Are we in personal mindset? Are we going back into ourselves, or are we in the markets? And how are we behaving based on where we are? So it's just being intentional, being aware, and not crossing those two together emotionally. So I mean, I keep saying like, yeah, that was a trade. We're gonna close here, but I keep rambling on. So that is the trade. I do need a journal for today. I expected to post this video only within my personal files, but I'll put it on the YouTube. Why not? I think there was some value here. I need to post something on the YouTube anyway. So yeah, you look good, by the way. No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. Look good, by the way. Um, Pause if you would do it. But yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Stay safe in these markets.